All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we have a Golden State Warriors versus Brooklyn Nets recap. First off, I want to say this right out of the get-go. What did I say? What did I say on Twitter? If you're not following my Twitter, go follow my Twitter, Will_Upton. Links in the bio. What did I say? Because I'm pretty sure I said the Warriors were going to blow them out. Brooklyn Nets, they're so phony to me. They're just such a phony basketball team to me, and it's for a whole bunch of reasons. It is literally for a whole bunch of reasons, and granted, Golden State's red hot. Like, Golden State, even without Klay Thompson, even without James Wiseman, they're a phenomenal basketball team. Offensive, defensive, I mean, you could even go further into it. Opponents' points per game, opponents' three-point percentage, rebounds, assists. They're just like top three in every single category. It's so cool. But Brooklyn, man, like... And I've been saying this since the start of the season. I've been a little bit more quiet with their little win streak here against, like, the Trailblazers, or not the Trailblazers. It's been, like, who they've beaten last couple games. Detroit, New Orleans, Oklahoma City. They got blown out by the Bulls. They got blown out by the Heat. They got blown out by the Bucks. Who's the best Raptors victory? It's not Philadelphia. I'm not counting Philadelphia, although I should count. So they've got two good wins, Philadelphia and maybe Toronto. Brooklyn, to me, Kevin Durant's not phony. James Harden and Kevin Durant are fully capable of taking a team to the championship and winning the championship. But the surrounding cast, they have talent. Like, there's some talent. You know, Blake Griffin's good. Like, Paul is good. You know, LaMarcus is good. Like, these are good players, but are they good enough to win a championship? I'm going no way, Jose. I'm going actually no way, Jose. The only way they have a chance is if Kyrie Irving plays. And, like, I'm not trying to get political here, but we're about to be in 2022, and we're still talking about COVID on a hourly basis. So I don't think Kyrie Irving's playing for the Brooklyn Nets this season. I don't think Kyrie Irving ever plays for the Brooklyn Nets ever again because of this. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what teams he could, like, I don't know any of this COVID situation with Kyrie as far as, like, other alternatives, but it's not looking good for Kyrie Irving playing basketball for the Brooklyn Nets this season. Maybe a trade happens, but if anything, he's not getting vaccinated. So they're going to be without him. And Steve Nash, like, they all know they're going to be without him, and it sucks. But KD and Harden, they can win a championship on their own, but just I don't think that they have the proper pieces around them, specifically on the defensive end. They have good offensive pieces, but on the defensive end, I'm not buying into it. Golden State, on the other hand, they're without their one key player in Klay Thompson, and, you know, another up-and-coming key player, James Wiseman, who I think is poised for a... I don't want to use air quotes breakout, and I don't want to say breakout because I think it'll be somewhere in the middle, like breakout for James Wiseman. I mean, he's the second pick in the draft for a reason. I just think with James and Klay, not only are they going to bring scoring, but this is already a very good defensive basketball team. Like, Kevin Durant, we'll get into this in a minute here. He played horrible tonight. I mean, I don't even think he had a field goal in the second half. He was clamped. And granted, I mean, he just wasn't having his best game tonight, but a lot of it has to do with Golden State, because now I made a video about Golden State a couple of days ago where it's just like their team defense, it's so good. Just got the chills I literally got the chills thinking about their defense. It's like, oh my God, I'm like trying to imagine playing them. It's like, fuck, I don't want that. It's just panic attack when I'm thinking about the Warriors defense. So I don't want to talk too in depth, because I could talk all night. I could talk for 4 straight hours about how good this Warriors defense is, especially as a team, but they just have individual clamps as well. Like, you literally have a defensive anchor in Draymond Green. You're probably going to be a good defensive team. But the biggest difference I've seen from the Golden State Warriors from last year to this year was, and we're all aware of this, when Steph Curry came back at the end of the year last year from his injury, I'm making sure let me know if this mic sounds good, because I think it's a game changer, but I could be wrong. The thing with Steph Curry last year is he had to play pretty much like every single minute in order for the Golden State Warriors to not only win the basketball game, but to stand a chance in the basketball game. Completely different. It's completely different this year. It's not even close. Like, top to bottom. Interchangeable. So many guys can score. So many guys can defend. So many guys can do both. It's like, god damn, this team is very good. So let's get into some actual statistics for tonight. That landed right there. That's unbelievable. It's just like Brooklyn. I'm sorry, Brooklyn, but y'all suck tonight, man. They scored 18 in the third. They scored 23 in the fourth. Like, who do you think's going to win? It's just... I have issues. Also, let me know if you guys like this sticker. I'm not really... I like the brand. I'm not vibing with the sticker. Pretty random. But anyways, I mean, Golden State, they shot 52% from the field tonight. You know, Brooklyn was like 38. Let's get into some actual team statistics because there isn't anything in, like, the team stats that'll have you, like, questioning. I mean, Golden State shot 32.5 from downtown, which is uncharacteristic, but it's just one game. And then turnover, like, they had 22 turnovers. They had 22 turnovers, held Brooklyn to under 100, and scored 117 points with 22 turnovers. Brooklyn only had 11, and Golden State had more points off turnovers than that confused me. Let me restart. Brooklyn had 12 turnovers tonight. Golden State had 22. Golden State outscored them on points off turnovers, even though they had 10 more turnovers. So if you want to talk efficiency, I'm going to bring up Steve Kerr and the Golden State Warriors. Steph Curry tonight, I mean, it was like the most seamless 37 I've seen in my entire life. I don't think I've seen an easier 37 ever before. 37 points, 12 of 19 from the field, 9 of 14 from downtown. He's absolutely on fire. 7 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, and a block. Steph Curry, oh my God, give him MVP. What more does Steph Curry have to demonstrate that he's the top? As far as I'm concerned, Steph Curry is the best point guard I've ever seen my entire life. I just want to set the record. So we can look back at this 5 years from now and be like, wow. But if you have Steph Curry dropping 37 in a basketball game, I've got good news for you. You're winning the game. But outside of that, you had Andrew Wiggins with a very efficient 7-11 from the field, 2 of 3 from downtown. He chipped in 19 points. Draymond Green only missed 1 shot, 2. He had 6 rebounds, 8 assists with 11 points. All the Rockets. Damn flag. All the Warriors starters tonight were in positive plus minus, and doesn't go the same for Brooklyn. So even Kevin Looney was playing good for him. Maybe not statistically 4 points, 4 rebounds, 2 blocks, although 15 minutes, that's pretty good statistically even. So, like, Jordan Poole, he missed every three-pointer he took. He still finished with 17 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 assists. Looking at the bench, you had Kuminga. Once he's come back from injury, he's demonstrating legitimate value to win basketball games right now. 7 points and 6 rebounds in just 19 minutes for Kuminga. Welcome to the NBA. Bellica had 0, and they still scored 117. Andre Iguodala chipped in. Otto Porter chipped in 6.6 rebounds. I mean, the list goes on and on. Gary Payton Jr. didn't miss a shot tonight. Yeah, he had 6 points, but he didn't miss a shot tonight. This team is Mr. Efficient. Now, let's move on to Brooklyn. I want to talk about Brooklyn for a brief time period because Kevin Durant shot 6 of 19 tonight. He got clamped, and he just couldn't make a shot. And I look at this Brooklyn team, and it's like, you have your star, Kevin Durant. You have your star, James Harden. A good basketball team like the Golden State Warriors, they're going to double those guys. They are going to tighten up, and they're going to give pressure because when you're playing a team like this that has help off the bench, but not that much help off the bench, you want to force. It's like playing the Lakers, right? If you're playing the Lakers right now without LeBron, what's the game plan? Give the ball to Russell Westbrook. Let Russell Westbrook do whatever the hell he wants. Literally, let Russell Westbrook do whatever the hell he wants. You don't even have to play deep. Just don't, as long as Russell Westbrook doesn't get wide open dunks, you don't really have to play defense on him. He's not going to win a game on his own with his inefficiency. So it's like similar in this Brooklyn Nets sitch where it's like, if you double and give pressure to KD, if you try and minimize the damage with KD and Harden, you're winning the basketball game. Because outside of those two players, I get Bruce Brown, I get Patty Mills. Those guys can get going. Joe Harris, like these guys can get going quickly, but it's not at a consistent basis where I'm afraid of the Brooklyn Nets. It's that simple. And I want to leave it with that because I want to hear from you guys down below. Let me know what you think about the Golden State Warriors. Let me know what you think about the Brooklyn Nets. Because I think it's evident. I mean, obviously, Brooklyn, this was an ugly loss, but you're playing a very good team. You're playing a red-hot team. So I don't want to look too much into the Nets' loss, but it just reassures me that, hey, the Nets need help. They need some, I don't know what it is. What is it? Do any of you guys know? I don't know what it is. Is it a point guard? I don't know. I don't know what it is. But they're not doing it for me. So that's it for today. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hit that like button. I have the hiccups. Hit the like button. Hit that sub button. Follow the Twitter down below. Peace.